or not to be a brother? That is the question. So we have a fabulous show for you mofos tonight. For we're gonna have a review upon the Mario Brothers movie, which I think all of us had a chance of seeing. We all saw it. Yeah, we saw it. You
Yep.
saw it. I don't know if Black Caesar saw it. We'll see if he saw it. If he didn't, we'll talk about that. What we enjoyed. It will be a spoiler review. And if everything pans out, we do have a guest, but he's working out transportation upon getting home. We'll see if he is able to come on tonight. And if he's not, we'll save him for another time. But without further ado, Maestro, hit that. Badoo-doo!
You got it, sir.
I'm a scourge. That's right. We're back again. Your boys are here once again. True Story Bro podcast. We got your boy Echo the Ninja that's kicking it with you. You got your boy No Opinion, aka the man has no nickname, but it seems like he has nicknames every time this show comes on, and I appreciate him. And alas, it's me, your boy Sir Wednesday, scourge of the internet. Uh, Where's Roundhouse? Who knows? He might join us. He might not. Whatever. And then yeah, if we're lucky, we'll make a special guest appearance by our boy Black Caesar. Um, so yeah, like I was saying before, we had the opportunity of seeing the Mario Brothers movie. And I believe all of us have watched it with the exception of Black Caesar. Um, but before we get started on it, I want to give a shout out to the original Mario Brothers movie, uh, and the train wreck of what they were trying to do, and just an all around great performance between your boy John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins.
Even though they both hate that fucking
Even
movie.
though they both hate that movie, and the only reason why I decided to bring it up is, like GQ has their they have certain celebrities come, mostly actors, and they talk about their more iconic roles.
Oh, I
And,
was watching that.
yeah, and recently John Leguizamo, I think it was like a couple of days, maybe 4 days ago, came on and basically presented some of his works, and he talked about the Mario Brother movie and how he thanked the directors who are basically like music video directors. They weren't really film directors,
Nope.
but to take a chance on a Puerto Rican kid from New York and reimagine the brothers that normally are supposed to be Italians, but he made it make sense. They made the Mario brothers make sense as far as Mario, Luigi Mario, which is uh, a freaking anecdote that'll live in pop culture forever. Whether if the movie is either snubbed or loved, or maybe a little bit of both. And shout out to Echo Ninja over here who did a nice little walk down memory movie lane with his reaction on the Mario Brothers.
Yeah, it made me appreciate it so much better looking at it because I found some interesting things about that movie that I really didn't pay attention to the first time around.
Well,
And
you were a kid, of course.
yeah, but then like as I got older, I watched it again and I was like, nah, this is a shit movie. And then I watched Double Dragon. That was even a shittier movie. But I'm thinking about doing a reaction to that one too with Man Has No Nickname since he likes it. So we can have a disagree or agree type movie. But this for a while, I was probably like today years old, figuring out that Daisy was not Princess Peach in that movie. The entire time, I did not know until I started realizing. I was like, wait a minute, Princess Daisy was an actual princess. I thought they just made up the goddamn name. But it's almost the movie is almost loosely, very loosely, and I mean extremely loosely, based off of Super Mario Land.
Correct.
And I was surprised to notice that. But here we are.
It makes sense because Game Boy was hot at the time,
Right.
and of course that was the story that a lot of people knew because of Game Boy itself. And I remember playing it. I remember losing it in my Game Boy when my mom decided that, you know what, this kid isn't picking up his Game Boy. Let me just throw this expensive a piece of equipment in the trash.
Oh my god.
And instead of going into the trash, it went to Mario Land, never to be seen again. Thanks, mom.
Oh my god. Your mom always throwing away everything that she shouldn't be throwing away.
Yeah, she was like, "What is this? I don't know, garbage."
Garbage.
And that's how I feel about certain films.
Oh
Oh
shit.
shit! But not about this film. Um, since I usually start, I'm gonna since it's the only two of us here right now while everybody works out their technical difficulties. Ninja, that's kicking it with you. I'm gonna kick it to you. You start us off. What did you love about the film? What didn't you like? And how did it make you feel?
Okay, what I liked about the film. What you know what? It's really what I really didn't like. There was almost everything about that movie that I really enjoyed. It brought like it the funny thing is, okay, so I was actually looking at doing a little bit of research on um Super Mario on the whole Super Mario stories and stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
just to and I watched this one YouTube group called New Rock Stars, and they were talking about the comparisons between the Mario Brothers movie and the games, and there are some subtle differences, but I do love the fact that you know they used the whole storyline with them being plumbers from Brooklyn. So
Mm-hmm.
they used the Super Mario Brothers Super Show and the original Super Mario Brothers movie and used that beginning, which was really cool. I really enjoyed that. I really liked the fact of I have to give it. I loved Jack Black, loved him as freaking Bowser, yo. He stole the show throughout that entire movie. And I'm also glad that they didn't make Luigi look like a complete bitch. Because I really like Luigi. But other than that, um, I felt the number one thing that everybody was afraid of, I really wasn't kind of, I really wasn't, how should I
Convinced?
say?
Convinced?
No, not convinced. I wasn't bothered by the fact when they chose Chris Pratt because I don't expect when it comes to movies, I never expect them to do something like exact, you know? And I'm not a complete purist when it comes to certain movies, like someone we know.
Where
um,
you at?
but as I watched the movie, I almost forgot it was Chris Pratt who was even playing Mario. He did that good of a job to me. And Charlie Day, I mean, it's fucking Charlie Day. He was good as Luigi, no matter what. Like you knew that nigga was a Luigi the moment he opened his mouth. You're like, yeah. um, I still can't think of anything I didn't like about it. I mean, if I was a complete and utter purist, maybe I could, even if I were to like pinch my way through certain things. But I really can't. It the acting was really good. The comedy was like on point. Everything was how it was supposed to be. It was very action packed. A lot of nostalgic moments, such as the Rainbow Fury Road, I call it. That
Nice.
was definitely Mario meets fucking Mad Max Fury Road. um, it was cool that Princess Peach was a badass. That was cool. Uh, Again, like I said, a lot of nostalgic moments. There was points where I was literally in the theater, I was literally like Leonardo DiCaprio going, "Ooh, ooh, I know this, I know this, I know this," and my fiance's going, "Okay," and then she started doing the same thing. "Ooh, I know this one. Ooh, I know that." So, and it's like it wasn't even just the visuals; the music was great. The music was amazing. I love how they updated a lot of the music from what we've heard in the games. Um, uh, the choreography aspect of the cinematography aspect of it was really good for an animated movie. It kind of did all the stops, you know. I now will I call this uh, perfect animated movie? I mean, it's up there, sure. But I'm sure if I actually watched it again and sat down, and I could probably say no, it's not perfect. But I mean, what movie is, you know, to you? I thought it was a really great movie, and I would see it plenty of times over to just feel that young nostalgic kid playing Nintendo all over again. It literally brought those types of feelings when I watched that movie. I was just all like, "Oh man, this is like it's like my childhood coming to life" type thing. Like even subtle hints of like if you look in the background the towards one of the parts where the that one street was flooding, there's a restaurant that has a duck on it, and it literally is Duck Hunt in French. And then the guy who plays the original Mario voice was Jumpman playing the Jumpman movie game, and they were in Punch Out Pizzeria. Like, come on now. It was just really good. I enjoyed it. I was giggling like a little schoolboy with all the little Easter eggs I was pointing out and shit. It was cool. I got nothing bad to say about it, really. To me,
Thank you, my friend. And yeah, a walk down memory lane, it truly was. It literally captured everything Mario in essence from the first game all the way to the current games that we are experiencing this day and age. Now, the thing when this movie came out and I was like, a Mario Brothers movie, I was like kind of worried, but at the same time, I thought to go in with no expectations because I know with everything that's a revival now, they have taken their time, they've done their homework, they researched everything to a T, and that way it made it palatable and enjoyable for everybody of every age,
right?
which is what they literally achieve. Because I thought, what are we going to see from Mario 1 to Mario 3 to Mario World? What are we going to see? I was expecting the capes, which we got, even though it was a commercial.
Yeah,
But
but we got the Mario rap. I was
we got
just
we
happy
got
with
we
that
got the
shit.
Mario rap. We got we got a family dynamic, which we got a little bit upon that, where it's like, hey, they had the accents, and then you got their dad speaking like, why do you have those accents? You don't speak like that for real. But if
He
it's
was
like,
like, he said, "Do you think the accents were too much?"
it is so funny because it's like anybody who's like a parent or an actual child of immigrants, you know that usually the parents have a stronger accent than anything,
Of course.
and then everybody going down the line loses it a little bit. We got our own real life Mario, Luigi, our boy David and Nelson, and but the only difference is they're Portuguese instead of Italian. But they speak in an accent when they're speaking Portuguese,
It's
but
still Mediterranean.
it's still Mediterranean day. So basically, it was like, okay, I understand that that was cool, and then the whole side of them where it's like you had a good thing where you were, why did you guys venture off, the kind of like the usual immigrant mentality of, oh, just stick to what you're good at, you're good and you'll be fine, where it's like the youthful exuberance of someone who has those like strict familial ties to stay the same and not deviate. They had that dreamer mentality where they wanted to do something more on their own, and I liked seeing that in the story. I loved all the Easter eggs. I love all the odes to Nintendo, all the Duck Hunts. The Jump Man was amazing. I love seeing that in there. That was dope. Once again, Jack Black did steal the show. Sometimes he has a tendency of going overboard, but I felt like he went on the board. He was on his tiptoes and he didn't fall over, which I appreciated.
Facts.
And everything was great from the fire flowers, which I wish they did more of the fire flowers, but I'm pretty sure that'll show up. And the subtle jabs at other things to come, like the way they were setting up Donkey Kong, I'm like, yo, they're definitely with the success of this. We're gonna get a Donkey Kong country,
Oh
and they're
yeah.
just playing with us in spade. I told the man has no nickname, or should I say, no opinion, about that while we are in the theater, and I'm like, yo, this is gonna be fire, and score was good. Everything, even even like basically putting Luigi in the pocket the entire movie until it came back. And they
Yep.
did what I love in movies where they have not the MacGuffin, but the point of the film, and they have a callback, and they brought it right back, and it fit perfectly in the end.
Yep.
And
And it
that
wasn't
end,
just Mario who got it; it was both the brothers because it's
and
Super
I love
Mario
Mario.
Brothers.
And as a show called True Story, bro, it's all about the brothers, and these guys brought it home, and it was fantastic.
Yes, it
And
was.
they ended up being the Super Mario Brothers for real, and
Uh,
I loved it. Uh, it exceeded my expectations, and that was dope. And I can't wait to see what they're gonna do going forward because this was a smashing success, and I loved it. And my man has no nickname. I'll pass it on to you.
but
Um,
first, we have a new challenger.
oh, we do. Oh snap!
He made it.
He made it. Pixel Power Unite. It's War Machine. War Machine. What you doing there, War Machine?
Go ahead, man. That's the nickname. Continue what you were saying.
He didn't even start.
You can start now.
There
We're
you
just
go.
saying hi to you. Stop being rude.
Yeah, you bitch ass nigga. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hi.
Um, y'all pretty much said it. You know, the same shit that I was gonna say. I mean, me and said we sat next to each other and we were like, "Oh, you see that? Oh," we were just calling out like when we saw Duck Hunt, he called out the Duck Hunt, and I'm like, probably the name is Duck Hunt too in French, and you fucking said it. So that's fucking dope. I didn't even think to check that afterwards. Um, it just felt nostalgic. I wish I would have saw a little bit more of Yoshi, but I think they're just gonna save a lot of that for like the next film because this was definitely a big success.
This motherfucker. War Machine. Now, did you have any earlier on we were talking about the original Mario Brothers because of John Leguizamo's GQ iconic rules. Did you have any, being that this was technically, well, actually the second Mario Brothers movie to be made, did you have any gems from that original that you care to talk about, or
Gems.
gem?
You know what?
I
I
actually got some gems.
I actually really like that movie, as bad as it was.
Tim,
Um,
It was awfully good.
yeah,
awfully good indeed.
Um, I like towards the end of the film when they finally got the jumpsuits and they had the gear and shit. That was pretty cool. The Goombas was a twist. You know what I'm saying? Because they were these big motherfuckers. When you see the Goombas and they're these little things that you could just stomp out. Um, and to be able to see Yoshi in like a live action world, that was pretty dope.
It
Yeah.
was.
We saw a whole dinosaur.
And funny thing is that was pre Jurassic Park. That was 1 year before Jurassic Park.
Look at that.
So more than likely they were probably making it, and they said, "Yo, we got this thing from these guys. You want to use it?" I said, "Hey, why not? What else can
Fu-
make this movie not suck?"
Funny thing is, they were making Jurassic Park around the same time as this
Had a feeling.
movie, and they used one of the guys who created
Animatronics.
who helped create it to
Mhm.
just they was like to just make a small little Yoshi for them. and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So basically, this movie came out before Jurassic Park, but Jurassic Park artists were used.
They didn't take as many shots as Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo, so that's probably why. Not liquor shots, but actually movie shots. So
Yeah, even though those dudes they were drunk half of the time on that set.
I'm from Mario. So yeah, that's what's up. So now that he entered the arena, our boy War Machine, uh, what gems do you have about the original Mario Brothers movie? And then give us your take on the new Mario Brothers movie, the Super Mario Brothers movie that we watched. What you enjoyed, what you wanted to see, and were your expectations met, or did you want more?
I
More.
always want more, but so the gems from the first movie,
Yeah.
it's minor, but I did get a kick out of how they used the Nintendo blasters as the
Oh
gun.
yeah. Oh, you talking about
So
the Nintendo scope? Yeah, I
yeah,
remember
so
that.
to me that's still nostalgic to me because I'm just like I had that shit, So it's like I had it.
Oh
So
my god.
and I'm like, to me that's like nostalgic for me. I guess the boots jumping, and I was just like, okay, I could bypass that. I could get past it because it's like, okay. Um, the fungus threw me off because I was just like, fungus. I was like, mushrooms. I was like, but fungus. I was like, but
Blade Runner, bro. What do you expect?
That Blade Runner. They tried.
They tried.
um, um, what else? I guess how the Goombas look with small heads, the big old bodies and shit, and just um, yeah, I kind of like the and one of the best lines in that whole movie was just like, yeah, uh, monkey.
I
when
don't
this
know.
when
I
this
don't know
mother
if you saw my reaction of the Super Mario Brothers, but I actually said that line where he said it, and I started dying laughing. I was like, I know Roundhouse would fucking die right now when he hears this.
you
Fucking
put
like
monkey.
monkey it's just how it is because he's so hyped about turning humans into fucking monkeys, and then he finally gets what he wants, and it's just like monkey. like,
It was like a kid on Christmas.
exactly. It's just his excitement to it just threw me off. Like, it was just like hilarious. Just
Oh
it's
shit!
just so great. Just how he said it though. Surprisingly, it's like I'm not sure what came first, but I'm not sure what came first, whether it was Speed or Super Mario Bros. I forgot which one came first, but
Super Mario Brothers. Speed
okay,
came 95.
Yep.
okay. So when I saw him in Speed, I was just like, monkey.
I'm fucking done. that was the line of the episode. Thank you, my man.
Oh shit!
Fucking Dennis Hopper. Oh god.
It's just like every time I see him now, I'm just like monkey. It's just- it's just-
Oh,
he
fuck.
dead though, right? Is he
Yeah,
still alive?
yeah, he died. He
Yeah.
died.
Yeah, just if he was still alive, I'd be like, if I saw him, I'd be just like, yo, I'm not trying to call you monkey, but your line, the greatest line you have in that Super Mario Brothers movie is monkey.
He would have done it. He would have done it. He would have done it if we saw him at a con or some shit.
Yeah. Who else? So that's about the first, like, and also Bob Hoskins.
Of course.
Here comes a new challenger.
I was so like attracted to him, especially from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He made me gay.
He
Nigga.
made you
Eddie
gay.
Valiant. Eddie
Eddie
Valiant,
Valiant,
did, huh?
yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry, but that
Yeah.
something kind of arose when I saw like the whole
He
scene with his
said
shirt off.
something kind of arose.
Kind of arose when he had his shirt off and stuff. I was just like, I like men.
Nigga, that's not what you told me. That's not what you told me. You
Uh,
told me you were watching 98 Degrees on TRL, and that one nigga came with the wife beater, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm kind of gay."
Nah,
Nigga,
not
you,
98.
nah,
Not 98.
you,
No.
yeah, yo, I was,
98,
and
not
you know,
98.
yeah, it was.
None
You
of
know
them.
what?
Here's the thing. None of them.
It was
Nobody from 98 Degrees was just like
no.
I was
You,
attracted to.
nigga, I remember it. I was in your house. It was the dude with the fucking eye piercing, and you said, "Yeah."
98 Degrees?
Yes, you said it. I was
I don't
there,
know about 98 Degrees, bro.
bruh. I'm gonna
He
throw the
said, "I
video
was
at you.
I
there."
don't know about
I was
98
there with
Degrees.
you
I
because
don't
you
know.
looked at him. He's like, "You saw that dude right there?" He said, "That's when I knew something was up."
It's not 98 degrees, motherfucker. It's 5.
It was 5. You sure?
Yeah.
See, so it did happen. See, that nigga was trying to play. I threw the wrong
It was
boy band.
the music group from 5. Baby, when the lights go out.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
on YouTube. You trying to
And it
get
was
us
the
canceled?
the dude with the piercing. He
oh,
was
See?
yeah,
See,
oh,
I
those
did
dudes
that
were
on
one hit
purpose.
wonders. I remember that
Yes,
song.
Nah, there were a
That-
couple.
Damn.
There were 3
There were
hit
2 hit.
wonders.
No, there were 2 hit wonders. That third one didn't count. Nobody knew
So,
what the fuck
sorry,
they
two
said.
hit wonders. I'm sorry, 2 hit.
But you know but Bob Hoskins was the start of that shit because I'm sorry I was just like, oh, and then the pants dropped. I was like, a boing. Oh shit!
Roundhouse was like, "I gay."
Who aroused Altaron Robinson? That's the secret.
Exactly.
But the new movie. So I like the jab. I like the not. It's not a jab, but I liked how it's like a tease, maybe because hopefully you get it. I like the little tease with the cape and shit. Because I was like, we gonna get the capes. Then I was like, oh, you motherfuckers. When they had the capes and they were on the chairs, I was like, oh, you motherfuckers.
But we got the raccoon.
Yeah. I mean, it's Super Mario's 3, so you know we're not getting the capes yet. So I did like so I did like the movie itself. I actually enjoyed the movie a lot. The only thing I can find that I didn't like about the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, he's like the number one. If he ever said like, okay, fuck me, it'd be Seth Rogen. I couldn't stand him as Donkey Kong. I was just like, why? But then I was just like, I don't know. If they could have gave him a role to anybody else, but I didn't think that he needed it. But the problem is that they've worked with Seth Rogen before because of Kung Fu Panda, so it's like it's one of those relationships they have, you know. But I get it because they all work together, like you know, they're all part of that Illumination
Crew.
Yeah.
yeah. So they all work together. So I kind of get why they went with somebody that they know, right? But I was kind of like, yeah, I didn't need to hear Seth Rogen's voice, but I was okay. I didn't need to hear it. He's just, you know. But anyway, I like Daisy. She was kicking ass. She's not for nothing. I was just like, I wonder if she's gonna do some Super Smash Brothers shit, and she did. I was happy about it.
Daisy. Daisy was in
Not
it.
Daisy.
Peach.
Peach.
Yeah,
See, I told you.
That happened. That happened to him too. He switched out princess.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh shit! I was like, we gonna get some. Because main thing is like, I was like, oh shit, are we gonna get some Super Smash Brothers shit? Because that's the main thing. I was like, wondering if we're gonna get any of it, right? And we got a little bit from Donkey Kong. We definitely got a little bit from Mario and Luigi, and Peach, and a little bit of Toad, but Toad's not in there. I think he's a character you can unlock to have fun with. But anyway, we got a little Smash Brothers in there, and I was happy about that. The racing was good. I like the whole the Rainbow Bridge and all.
That
I
was
love
the
that shit.
highlight of the movie, right
I
there.
love that shit. And
even the blue shell was there.
what surprised me, I was like wondering who made the cars, and then I was like, oh shit, the Kongs make the cars. That I was like, now
makes sense.
that's interesting because it's like that. I was like, maybe they should start doing that in the games too, like having the Kongs kind of like.
Nah, they're not gonna put too much story in the game like that.
No,
They just wanted
it's not story. It's more like just have the Kongs like choose your car and have them like, you know, put pieces together and shit. That would be something added to, you know, Mario Kart, something new.
So like customization.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, they put it in the movie, so why not put it in the game, right? If you showing that the Kongs the ones who make the cars, right? And I'm like, well, let's do customization in Mario Kart. I'm just
That wouldn't
There
be
is
a bad.
customization in Mario Kart.
There is.
there
Yeah.
is.
Yes,
There is.
I haven't
there's
played a
been
Mario Kart.
customization in it for a while now.
I haven't played
It's
a
just-
Mario Kart in years.
I thought it was just standard, like you pick Mario and you get his cart.
Nope.
Nah. They changed it now. You can pick your car, the symbols you want, the type of vehicle you want to drive. So if you
You
want
can
to
pick
drive a
the
motorcycle, the boat,
Oh,
the
okay.
wheels.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's basically what they showed there, like how they were spinning those logs and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's what you do in the games.
Okay.
That's dope.
Nice.
Who's dropping
So-
utensils?
So
Why does everybody sound echoed?
I don't know, Ninja. Any,
I did like I did like Bowser. Bowser was awesome. Jack Black was really good as Bowser, and I love the fucking song though.
Oh
I
yeah.
love the fucking song. I was like,
Of
yes.
course, he's got to sing in it. He's got to sing.
He
it.
was, bro. I was like, yo, he hitting that shit. He was hitting them notes. He was hitting that ground. I was like, oh shit, go ahead, Jack. Go ahead, Jack.
Mm.
It's funny
Um,
because Jack Black actually originally wasn't going to do it because he doesn't like mixing his music with his acting career. He doesn't like mixing the Tenacious D with like acting, but the director was like, please, like this is a song that needs to be done. And he was like, okay. And then as he was singing the song, he was like, okay, it makes sense. It's good. So that's where he wrote the lyrics and stuff like that. And because at first I'm like, I can understand why he doesn't want to mix his music and movie career together.
I get it.
Yeah.
You know, both of those entities, he wants to keep it separate because if he melds them together and let's just say they start putting them in all of his movies, he's going to start disliking it.
but he's done it in multiple movies. He's done it in School of Rock. He's
Well,
done
School of Rock was
Yeah.
a story about that though.
It, he did
was
it
a
in
story
High
about
Fidelity.
music.
He did
But
it
he
in High
owned it.
Fidelity.
Yeah.
In what?
High Fidelity.
How
I
many
forgot
songs
about
he
that
sang?
one.
Oh, that was a good one. He sung like a whole. He did like a whole, not a concert, but he did like a couple songs
He did
in that.
a couple songs, like 2 or 3. But I did like the movie. I can't
Yep.
wait. I can't wait. Oh shit!
You just showed me something new, and his
It's
Yoshi is
literally
blue.
just like the movie.
That's nice. I like
Wow.
that.
I like that.
That's cool.
No, see, but this is the thing. I was just like
Send
saying,
me
like,
that game. I got to switch.
I was just saying, like, maybe they can do like show the cons making the games, but making the cars because they showed it in the movie, but because we never know where they came from, right? That was the thing. Like, but seeing the cons make them, I was like, oh shit, they're the ones who make them. So I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was happy to see Diddy Kong. I was like, they're gonna show Diddy Kong. They're gonna show Diddy Kong,
For
and
like
they
a
want.
split
And
second.
surprisingly, they showed the entire family from the cartoon. If you remember the Donkey Kong cartoon, they showed the whole family in the front row.
Don't remind me of that.
But I was
the
like,
only one that wasn't in there?
huh?
You know the only Kong that wasn't there?
Who?
Donkey Kong Jr.
Oh wow.
Because remember, Cranky Kong in the game wasn't a king. He was just a cranky old man.
Yeah.
But they made him a king in this one, which is fine. It makes perfect sense. But what was it? The person Donkey Kong isn't. Everybody thinks Donkey Kong was actually Donkey Kong Jr. when actually Donkey Kong himself is actually the grandson of Cranky Kong. It's crazy. It's a crazy. I had to actually look it up, and I was like, huh.
Yeah, in this movie,
I got confused myself. I was like, that doesn't.
in this movie, it's his
right.
father. Yeah. So
Huh? Yeah. So Donkey Kong Jr. is actually Donkey Kong's son. I'm sorry, Donkey Kong's father.
So Junior is the one with the tie. That's basically what he's saying.
No, Donkey Kong Jr. in the games, Donkey Kong Jr. is the son of Cranky Kong. Donkey Kong, the one that's in Donkey Kong Country, is the grandson to Cranky Kong.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
It's a good movie though. Can't wait for the sequel. I can't wait for the sequel. I'm trying to figure out what they're gonna do. I was like, I guarantee if they do introduce Wario, I bet he's like a long distance cousin
Mm.
of
Didn't they want
Mario.
Pedro to be him?
Yeah, they said he said Pedro.
That wouldn't be too bad.
You know what? I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, that would actually be so fire.
Yeah,
That would be cool. I would support that. I'd support it.
I support it.
That's important. Roundhouse, are you
I'm done.
are you done? Passing it on. Black Caesar, did you get a chance to see the Mario Brothers movie?
Unfortunately, I did not, and I am highly ashamed of myself. But I'm gonna take the weekend to catch that.
Okay,
I'll take the weekend.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah, but it looks good. It looks pretty cool. Yeah,
It's very nice.
I'm willing to give it a whirl.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good. That's good.
for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, let's see how Italian Chris Pratt is.
Once you see how they like what they did with that, you'll be like, okay, I appreciate it a little bit more. Because at first, that's what we thought too. That's what Roundhouse thought. It's like this dude was like, he's going Chris Pratt. Was he going to walk around with a fake Italian accent? But then it's like, okay, you once you watch the movie, you'll get it and be like, okay, this is pretty fine.
No doubt.
Pretty fine. So being that you hadn't seen it, do you have any gems of the original Super Mario Brothers movie with Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo?
Yeah, namely the action figures. Yeah, I had Luigi because I'm gonna be upfront. I'm a Luigi fan. I love Luigi.
Which is great.
That's my boy. Yeah, and the fact that John Leguizamo is that dude makes it.
You muted.
Yeah, your audio went out. Say it again.
He's losing bars.
Oh no, not Caesar. Caesar Snake.
Because he's in the basement.
Damn.
Dun, dun,
Hey.
dun, 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 dun.
Damn. So he got cut up. And it was crazy because the restart must have helped because I was able to see him. He didn't freeze frame or nothing. And
It
then,
wasn't until he started talking.
ain't that some shit? The internet trying to censor Caesar. Caesar, I can't hear
Damn
you, bro. Check your audio. Oh no. Damn it. He was on a roll too.
He should get the camera thing like me and no nickname had, or he's using right now. Because the thing is, he could just link it to his computer.
That's true.
Yeah, but it's also his signal. That's gonna cut into more.
That's
signal.
true, and unfortunately, he's in the basement. So
Yeah. Now I'm trying to see what picture he got in the background because I can't see it. I want to see it. Dang. Dang, dang, dang.
dang, 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 dang.
Dang, 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 dang. That was good. I was speaking of that jingle, the star jingle. I was waiting to see what they would do with the star, and I loved it. That shit was Firefox.
Yeah, oh my god, they wrecked everyone.
Caesar, you back?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
much
hear
better.
me?
Thank God. Yeah. So you were saying you got the Luigi,
Okay, great.
you got the Luigi toy. So what's up, John Leguizamo, Luigi toy? Get him.
Yeah, man. That's my boy, and I'm a longtime fan, so that's one of the things that definitely got me interested. And of course, Bob Hoskins, R.I.P. He's great. Yeah, I was instantly hooked. I mean, I guess as a kid, yeah, it meant a lot to me that this came to life, and I guess it really it filled me with some sort of entitlement and kid privilege. Even though as I got older, things just seemed to, well, it got to the corny wayside, but so did a lot of other things. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat 2, the list goes on. Fuck them. But yeah, for its time, I'd say it was decent. For my age, you know what I mean. There's a little bit that's worth it to us growing up. It's a contribution. There we go. It's a contribution.
That's good.
Yeah.
I love it how in that movie, as Roundhouse pointed out, he was like, "Yeah, I got to see the Nintendo scope." That and in the Roundhouse his house were the only time that fucking gun existed. After that movie, that was the use of the fucking Nintendo scope because nobody saw that shit again. Because just like Mario and Luigi, everybody dropped it.
Damn.
Oh man,
Faulty.
indeed. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I can't wait for you to watch it and to see your take upon the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
It was a wonder, and I enjoyed it a lot. A
Excellent.
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. I'll be writing a
Jealous.
review. I'll write a review.
Yeah, as you
usual.
normally do. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love your reviews, brother.
Well, thank you. You know, I try to be thorough.
You're very eloquent with your words.
Thank you. I mean, listen, I try to be, man, especially if somebody is, bringing it home or fucking it up. I got to be. Only somebody could pay me to do that.
Yeah.
Exactly. One of these days.
Just
One
one
day.
of these days.
Do it enough.
Facsimile.
Yes,
So yeah, I had a guest who was supposed to be on, but he's a action actor, and he thought he'd be home a little bit earlier. But when you're in the business, sometimes they want you to do a couple more backflips, cartwheels, and a couple of falls down the stairs and some other shit. So he's in New York because that's where a lot of his business is. I don't know if he'll be able to make it. If he's not, then we'll probably put him on for another show. I'm waiting for him to respond, but I also want him to be safe as well. I don't want nothing happening to brother.
Of course.
So it was our boy David Chen. So basically, what we'll probably do is we'll probably either add him to this episode or just get him on for another episode. So what I wanted to ask, some of the things for him was,
You're gonna add him to a live episode?
we can go in there, edit, and just throw him in there, like but but for right now, I was gonna ask, and it was piggybacking off of what we talked about last week about how John Wick upped the ante when it came to action movies in cinema, pertaining to mostly American, but we could definitely showcase and throw in some of our favorites for overseas as well. So that way we can get it out of the way. Well, I want the top five, the top five. What's the name? Action movies that you love that's on your list. Since he was the last to arrive, I'm gonna have him be the first to choose. My man, Black of the Caesars. What are your top five action movies?
Top 5 action movies. Oh man, that's a tough one. There's so many great ones, but
Indeed.
Yep. I think first of all, my number one would definitely have to be I think it falls in this category. Aliens. That's my number one. That's like my
That's
favorite.
a good movie.
Like, yeah. I mean, it's an action sci-fi, so I think that that's earned its clout. That's earned it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then of course, then there's Die Hard. Fucking forget it. Die Hard will always be in that.
Nice.
Always. Lethal Weapon 2, of course, the best out of the 4.
Diplomatic immunity.
It's been revoked.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And let's see, 4. I guess it would be I'll put you know what? Tango and Cash. I'll find Tango and Cash.
That's good.
Nice.
I love Tango and Cash. That was good.
Yep. And, fuck yeah. And 5, I think it should. Enter the Dragon. I'll put Enter the Dragon as 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next? Who you gonna pass it to? Who's got their 5? Let's see who's got the 5. Echo Ninja, put your 5 in there, and it better be good.
I never have shitty lists.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah. Don't look at me, Roundhouse, with that look, because you got more shittier lists than most of us.
He
We ain't talking about me. I'm talking about you.
Okay, so my number one is, of course, my favorite Jackie Chan movie is Police Story, the original Police Story from 1987. Then my second one is The Raid.
Ooh, good one. Very good.
My third one, even though we talked about it last week, but it is the original John Wick movie because it's what started all of that craziness. And I love how technical it was and almost like ultra realistic in a way.
Right.
And also because I'm a huge espionage fan, The Bourne Identity,
Good one. Good one.
and a classic favorite of mine, RoboCop.
Oh
Dead or-
yes, yes.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
The original RoboCop.
Of
I have to
course.
be.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
the
to say
original.
that.
Now I gotta say it like Shaquille O'Neal. Dead or alive, yeah, you're coming with me. It's your boy, Officer Shaquille O'Neal.
They're actually
Yeah,
coming
those
out with a
are-
RoboCop game.
Yeah, they are.
That shit looks crazy.
Yes, it
Ooh,
does.
that's
And
blowing
Peter Weller's
people's
doing
arms
the
off and shit.
voice,
Nice.
and he's
Yeah.
he's giving his face away just like he did for Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah,
Nice.
but yeah, those are my 5.
Mhm.
Those are
Right.
especially the first one and the last one. Those are like near and dear to my hearts because those are like movies. Those 2 movies are movies that I basically got me into loving action movies so much and loving the stunt work and everything. Even with RoboCop, like just the
Mhm.
practical effects of RoboCop in general was insane.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Agreed.
And it's for the late 80s, it was like that was something. You know, just
That shit
like
was potent.
with you with Aliens. That's a
Yes.
movie that had so much going on in one movie. So yeah,
For
those
real.
are my top 5.
What I love about
Yeah.
RoboCop, a lot of people don't realize, it's a western.
Yes,
It's a fucking western. It
Yes,
just
it
is
is.
high tech.
and a lot of people don't see it.
They
That's
don't.
right.
No.
Oh, cool. So who shall it be, Mister No Opinion or the round of the house? Who gonna
Round
give me
of the
their top
house.
5?
No opinion.
Who got 5 on it? Who?
Anybody?
Since he's looking away,
Bueller?
standing here looking out his window.
I guess I'll go.
There you go.
There you go, babe.
These are in no specific order.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna go with Out for a Kill,
Out for kill. Who that?
Steven Seagal.
Okay. Out for kill. I don't remember that. That must have been one of the three name genre joints that he had.
Holy shit! Where did 41 people come from?
What the
America, the world.
We got
Holy
41
shit.
people watching us.
Holy
That's good.
shit!
Thank you, 41.
That means we're
people.
loved. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, people.
Get
We
more.
appreciate it.
Tell your friends.
All right,
Invite
go
your
ahead.
relatives.
I was actually gonna go with some bullshit, but
What's it?
let's see. Man on Fire.
Ooh, that was
Oh, that's a good one.
That's-
Well done.
That's one of my favorites.
Very nice.
Let's see. Action. I mean, I could go with the Fast and Furious franchise. You know,
could.
they've always elevated and now they're just outrageous. But you know,
They went to space, bro.
the first couple ones were all right. You know,
The
The
next one's
first
time
4
travel.
were good.
The what?
I'm pretty sure you know the next one is gonna have some ridiculous shit in it.
Time travel.
Yo, if they have time travel, luckily it's the last one because I'd be done.
Oh yeah, it's the last one. They're gonna go
yeah,
back.
I know.
They're gonna go back and stop everything after Fast 7.
It's the only thing they haven't done yet. Shit.
They're like, Don, what are you doing? Family.
If they time travel, I'm done.
I mean, they brought a character who was supposedly in Fast Five.
Yeah, but they explained that.
They already did this. Was it this Agents of Shield bullshit?
You know it.
Got working for espionage companies and whatnot. Come on now, it's only the next logical step.
Thank you, Roomby93, for following our channel.
Thank you, Room B93. Hey.
Appreciate you.
All right. Do you have any? What were the final ones? No opinion.
I'm gonna go with something a little more recent, and go with Logan.
Oh, nice.
Oh, very well done.
That was a good
tearjerker.
Yes.
Love it though.
And something that's like, basically out of the ordinary, but was pretty dope was Kingsman.
Oh, Kingsman was good.
Yeah.
Who can forget the church scene?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was great. That was creme de la creme.
It was a good scene.
That was a good movie. Jose.
Jose, that was a good one.
Deep Blue Sea.
Shark ate me. A fucking shark
ate me.
Drink up, bitch.
Oh, what's
Jurassic Park?
Oh my god. Okay, and it's just going up.
Good,
awesome.
good. All right.
That means we got special.
Was that all of them, brother?
That should be it. Pretty much. Yeah.
So you know what? I'll go last. I want to give it down to my brother Roundhouse. What are your 5? You got 5 on it.
5. Let's see.
Action movies.
Fist of Legend.
Yes, I'm gonna mute my mic while I fart.
Why did he say it?
I don't know.
Anyways, Fist of Legend. Fist of Legend is one
of them. Fist of Legend's nice.
It's funny if I say Fist of Legend, I have to mention fucking like Jackie Chan. Who Am I? For me, like that.
Nice.
That movie just. It's surprisingly it's weird. Like I almost love it more than Rumble in the Bronx, but just.
I mean, Who Am I was when you think of it story wise, it was a better story than Rumble in the Bronx, and I feel to me, Who Am I had better stunts and better choreography.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just me. What else? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah. So low key, it's low key, right? You probably would never think of this movie, right? But he was a badass at the time. Still a badass. And it's the movie Drive.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Mark Dacascos, yeah, he was a badass. You're correct.
That movie was fucking fire, bro. Fire. Like the action in there, the fighting in there, like it was just amazing. Okay, what else? I'm trying to think
who else.
more.
You know what I was gonna say since you mentioned that? Double Dragon.
Fuck you.
Fuck out of here.
You're fired. You're fired. You're
the fuck out of here.
Fuck you with that double.
This might be a hot take, but Skip Trace easily is the best Jackie Chan movie of all time. Skip Trace, I don't even know what that is.
Oh, Skip Trace has him and Johnny Knoxville in it, I believe.
What? Oh no, Skip Trace. No,
really?
definitely not.
Skip Trace? You mean like Skip movie? I don't know. We'll see. I'll go check that out. But thank you. Thank you. 606 MS Leo.
I'm trying to think what other movie? Action movie. Jeez, I'm going back.
Time for some.
You know what's weird? Like, I'm a classic dude. Like on some real shit. like Passenger 57. I'm saying, like,
Okay.
My man said always bet on black.
I'm just saying, like
it
he
was good though.
like that movie was just.
Passenger
what-
57 was good as shit, yo.
like it was
It
such
was.
a good movie, and
And
because
Bounty 7.
because he's in the same movie, like I gotta say, fucking was it not Total Recall, even though it's a good movie.
Indeed.
I like Total Recall, but I'm sorry, but Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone chemistry in fucking
Oh, Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. Just
Oh yeah.
that Demolition
always a
Man
hot
to
one.
me, like, is an epitome action movie, drama, and technically a sad story, really. When you look at
Yeah, these
John
dudes are stuck in
Sparks,
the future.
when you look at John Sparks' story, right? Like, and how like how he was set up,
Oh yeah.
and then he was just like, because they made him to seem like he was just like this guy that just would just
He was the Demolition Man.
Demolition Man, right? Like, and they were like, yeah, like all those like he killed all those people in the building. He's like, oh shit, I didn't do that. He's like, and then he knew that Simon set him up. They didn't believe him though. Until when you get towards the end of the movie, he's like, those people that they say you killed, they're already dead.
Yeah.
Cold as Haagen-Dazs.
Yo, Wesley had some of the best lines in that motherfucking
real.
movie. I swear to
He
God.
did.
He's that cold as oh shit! I forgot about that line, yo.
Oh,
They
my
give me
God.
that, like, cold as Haagen-Dazs.
Yeah.
Yo, that whole
That
like
motherfucker
the
was
whole
wicked, man. He was
The
wicked.
movie was, but what make it fucked up is just like they wake him up, and the first thing he does, Simon, is kill people, and then he was just like walking around, it's like, like the most genius shit, and like if I was to ever be much of a badass, right? yeah.
You know who you remind me of? An
evil Mr. Rogers.
Someone kill this man, please.
Best lines, yo.
But you know what's the fucked up thing? Like, I would want to do this if I was ever in a like serious bad mood and I'm just walking and shit, and somebody's just standing there. I just want to munch his hand against the fucking wall. Like, he just did that shit, and he was like, "Oh, somebody pick him up."
Sorry, didn't see you there.
like that whole movie. This is like, what's that? What does it take? Batteries? What is this motherfucker? Fuck you.
No, he's like, babe, fuck you.
Oh, you been had.
And Sylvester Stallone is like, he's like, oh, you know, she sells. She's like, fuck you, you piece of shit. For so much for 3 seashells.
He actually has some good lines too. Remember, he grabbed the TV and hit his ass. He's like, "You're on TV."
Yep. Like the lines in that movie were hilarious, bro. Like,
oh yeah, they were like.
And Sandra Bullock with her quirky ass.
Oh, she was that was one of that was the Sandra Bullock age when she was bad as a motherfucker.
That was Speed. That was after Speed. Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, Speed,
before?
A Time to Kill. She was fucking bad.
Oh, like when
was the Time to Kill?
Diaz had a moment.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know what Sandra Bullock I do like? What's that movie with the witches? That was a good Sandra Bullock.
Practical Magic.
Practical Magic, yeah.
Oh,
I almost forgot about that movie. Yeah,
that was good Nicole Kidman as well. I won't lie.
True.
The rat burger looked fire.
He's not lying. He's not lying. My man, my man was eating
you know what?
He was eating that shit hard as hell. He was like, "Is this a rat burger? Tastes pretty good."
But it also makes you think about like how society kind of
got bitch made.
Yeah, because it became not capitalism, but it became like the high class society kind of won over, right? Versus people that were didn't really win over was underground. So it kind of made like, and then the people that were lived underground knew how to fight. Motherfuckers on top, they know how to do shit. They were like,
they got pussified.
Yeah.
Yo, that movie predicted so much shit. It really
was that and Idiocracy were on point.
Yes, the hell it did.
You know what? Actually, I wanted to say one honorable mention.
Go for it.
which I like it, and he's still a badass no matter what movie he's in. But man, Book of Eli was a shit.
Yo, gotta give Denzel his props.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
Denzel. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Oh yeah,
Denzel.
Book of Eli was cool. That was a good one. Yeah.
Between that and fucking Equalizer, the first one, I gotta watch the second one again, but I like the first
The
one.
second one,
Pedro
It was
Pascal
so
was in it.
cool to me.
yeah,
It was
Pedro
it was
Pascal
so-so.
in that one.
It was
Okay.
so.
So the second one had the greatest Denzel line in there.
What was
Right.
it?
So you know how you say I'm gonna put, you know how he said was it Training Day, has I'm gonna put cases on all you bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about that line, right? But how he does it is so slick in this shit. He said he was like, so I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna kill every one of y'all. And then he's just walking around, he's like,
Right.
I don't even remember that joint.
yo, he did that shit, and he was just like, he was just like, I was just like, yo, this is kind of like a reverse Training Day, because he's just like, he's like, you've killed, he's like, you've killed my friend, and it's like, and the only problem I have is that I get to kill you guys once. He's like,
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
and then he was just like, he's like, hey, you can you give me a ride to Trace? I said, yeah. Helping hand is good. He's like, see, a helping hand. Then he's walking back. He's like,
right.
I was like, yo, Denzel is like, because that whole
Only he can get away with that.
That's all I gotta say. Watch the movie Equalizer 2. It's really good.
I'll definitely give it another shot. And I guess
Hey,
I'm done with that.
And Pedro's in it.
Pedro's in it. Yeah, he is.
Is he?
Yeah, Pedro's in that movie. Yeah.
You don't recognize him because he loses the stash. He doesn't have the stash.
Yeah, no stash in there. Yeah.
And no stash in there because they're all.
I haven't seen him without a stash since Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and that was fucking 20 plus years ago.
Oh my god!
Surprisingly, I think they play all black ops. Or
yeah, they were all ex Black Ops. Yeah, they were just like him, but not like him.
He was the captain.
That's right. Funny. He was the equalizer. These niggas was the sum of all deaths. It's all good.
Right. Like, well, he was the equalizer. Basically, he was the equalizer. He was the captain of that.
Oh yeah.
What?
We have to make that a thing. Oh yeah, we gotta fucking make that a fucking soundbite.
That whole movie is that whole movie, and then the Equalizer 2 is how he takes out his old team.
Yep.
Right.
That's why he was the captain. Salute.
Oh yeah, that end scene in the town.
Yeah.
Ghost Town, bro.
Ghost Town, yeah.
He made them part of the town.
Basically, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna use everything around me at my advantage. Y'all are dead.
Exactly. They took their faces off. Good resist. All right, so my five. And because of this conversation, certain things have switched places. It was at first, it was gonna be one of my favorites, and this is in no particular order. It was gonna be Ip Man, but I changed it to Flashpoint because I love It Man, but I changed it to Flashpoint because I say it once, I say it before. Flashpoint had one of the sexiest moves in a fucking martial arts movie. This motherfucker pulled off a German suplex, smooth as a fucking cold beer. Mm-hmm. That shit, and he fucking landed it and put it in a movie. That shit was pristine.
Even Kurt Angle nodded at that shit. He was
correct. I salute you, sir. Thank you. And then, of course, the classic side of me had to put Enter the Dragon because that's that. To this day, when he kicks the fucking puppet, I'm like, yo, I want to do that to somebody so bad when I'm fucking mad as shit. But I know it's physically impossible. But you know what? A boy could dream. So the second one is Enter the Dragon. And just like you said it, and just like Echo Ninja corroborated that story, fucking so true. Jackie Chan, who am I? Better than Rumble the Bronx. It wasn't the fact that HBO played it like 90 fucking times in one weekend and we watched it every single time. It was great. Who am I? He's in Africa. He's dreaded out. He's doing all this other shit. He's telling us that nine good men die for this. This is how I feel about the last couple of Margot movies. But other than that, I digress. But Jackie Chan, Who Am I? Great choreography, great story. I loved it.
The
One
rooftop fight.
rooftop fight was
One of
amazing.
the best
Oh, that
fucking
was
fights,
amazing, man.
like one
There's
of
no
the best.
Skip Trace. Yo, I'm gonna watch Skip Trace and I'm gonna holler at you later, Leo. And the shit better be good. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like, 9 good men die home for this.
Newsflash, it ain't that great. Okay.
That's probably I had to skip and trace over it. It's all good, but we'll see.
And he did one of the most sickest stunts in that movie too. Going down that building,
Oh yeah, he must die.
and then like like it was like he went down, and then he was like, because when he stopped, he was like leaning forward. He was like, "Oh shit!"
He had to go grab against the thing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that shit.
Oh my god!
Yo, I just sent you the link. You can watch it for free on fucking YouTube.
Thank
What?
you, sir.
Skip
Skip
Trace?
Trace. Skip Trace. Shit, but that shit, yo, if that's a troll, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna be touche. I'm gonna be like, touche, my ex. After that, it was the Raid Redemption. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It was absolutely insane. The second one was great. I can't wait for the third one to get here. It's in the works. And because you said, he was a badass, and because you said it, Roundhouse, I had to go use the same actor in a movie that I love.
Only
Action movie,
strong.
Only the Strong.
I knew it was coming.
Hananawe. There you go.
I knew it was coming.
All I gotta say is my man put Capoeira on the map, and it was an absolutely amazing, great movie. He did the spitting butterfly kick. That shit was great. We had one of the best villains, Severio Oliveri. We had him in there, and he did everything.
But we had no funeral.
We had no funeral for Donovan. You know what? They didn't have a funeral for Donovan, but
No,
you
they
know who
did.
did? True story, bro. We did. We put a funeral for Donovan.
Yeah.
We
That
gave Donovan.
Yep.
If you ever watch, all right, for anybody that's in the chat, if you ever watch Only the Strong, right? It's a great movie, but you know how most movies back then they kind of did a funeral scene. They didn't do a funeral scene for Donovan. He was like the main fucking dude. No funeral scene at all.
Skip chest watch by the
Oh, Jesus, they ain't do no funeral for Donovan. So I was like, there's no fucking funeral for Donovan. So we gave him a funeral.
Yes,
That's
we
right.
gave him the funeral that he
He
deserves.
deserved. Yeah, they didn't even get this nigga an 8x10. You could have just printed it out at your computer on fucking on campus, and them niggas didn't give
If
him
I
nothing.
ever meet Mark Dacascos, I'm just like, hey, look, man, I love you, everything like that, but I got a bone to pick with you. Where's the funeral for Donovan?
Y'all niggas
Where
didn't
the fuck is Donovan's funeral?
They used my nigga's mixtape. Didn't even fucking get him a double
Word
XL.
at the end.
No double XL. No nothing. No t-shirt with his fucking shit on it.
No slow rising big black and white photo.
I remember where I was when I was like, yo, I just did the recent episode. I was like, yo, Roundhouse, go watch it. He was like, I don't see what's happening. He was having a bad day. I was like, yo, go skip to, I think it was 55, like 17. He clicked on it, and then he was like, okay, it's Only the Strong. And the next thing you know, he sees I got on the internet an easel and a picture of the actor, and I just made it in a memory of Donovan. And I heard him drop his phone and just laugh for 3 minutes straight. I said, that'll get him. That'll teach him to be upset on my phone. Get out of here. So get that bullshit out of here. And of course, last but certainly not least. Oh, wait a minute. I think that was it. That was the last one.
No.
But an honorable mention, because we had some in there. An honorable mention. I just have to ask you one more thing. Am I the baddest?
Yes.
Am I the prettiest?
No.
You know what? You
You're right. You're right. I know. I can't throw in there without the motherfucking Flash Dragon.
Right.
Bruce Leroy catches bullets with his teeth.
Bullets with his teeth.
Nigga, please. You got something real? I got something real for you in these fucking 5 lists. Oh my god.
Word.
Yo, we had everything.
We even had pizza.
Exactly.
Daddy Green pizza.
That's right. So you better direct your pizza. So that's why it was an honorable mention. Even though it was like very musical, even though it was not really a parody, but it was basically an urban action movie, all the pieces met and they all worked. And it was great. It's one of those movies that people can quote all the time. And it had great choreography. There was actually some good action. It wasn't hokey. And that's why I thought it had to be at least an honorable mention in this list.
You know what's an honorable mention right now?
What's that?
Kiss my Converse.
Oh
day.
my god.
All
Fucking
day.
line, bro.
Yo, they had so many great lines in that fucking movie.
So many. So fucking
And,
many.
and of course, one of my favorite lines, he's like, yo, she got the cornball now. It's like, that ain't no cornball. That's my brother. And he's the master. Exactly.
Word.
That's
Yes.
Shout out to young Ernie Ray Ernie Ray
Ernie Reyes Jr.
Ernie Reyes Jr.
yeah.
Yes.
And
That was
I know
good.
you said an honorable mention, but I would be really upset if I didn't mention him in
Who?
one honorable mention. I have to mention because he set the world on fucking fire when he came out. Tony Jaa.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm
Umbach.
I had to mention Tony Jaa because I would be like hard remiss that he did not set the world on fire. Like I'm talking about, like when Ambach came out, right? People didn't know what Ambach was. They just showed the trailer. They were like, oh, "Okay, cool, a martial art movie." When motherfuckers was in the theaters and they were like, "Yo!" like he was doing shit
Mm-hmm.
that like we would see. Like the only person we saw do those things was Jackie, but he took it to another level. He stepped it up a little bit
He did.
with his own martial art, right? And it was just like, but he set this. He set it. That's the thing too. If it wasn't for Tony Jaa setting it, right, you wouldn't have
The Raid. That's
you
true.
wouldn't have a lot of these
Southeast
side-
Asian movies.
Yeah, and it's like he set the standard for that shit.
You did.
Like
Damn
I
right.
have to mention Tony Jaa. Like I know I go overboard a little bit, but I have to mention because he set a whole genre of these stunt coordinators now that are Hollywood names now, winning awards in Star Wars, in Star Wars, in Mandalorians, and like they're everywhere now. Like so they're everywhere, and to see that you take a martial art that wasn't really really wasn't like popular, right? That we only saw it in like UFC at the time, but now you see it in a way where it was an action film. They made action movies out of this, and Ambach set the standard, right? But he fucked up with Ambach 2 was great. It was like a it was like a prequel, which I liked it. 3 was kind of like, okay, I don't know what this is, but
Fantasy.
It was more of
It was like a fantasy.
It was more of traditional because he was going into Buddhism, so he going back into his Buddhism, so he kind of took a lot of it into it. But Ambach 1, yeah, and was it what's the second movie? Tom Young-goy, which was
Tommy Young-gun. Yeah, Tommy Young-gun. The Protector. Yeah, that was a good one.
The Protector was the Protector.
That was a good one.
The Protector was so good that the last scene of him just breaking fucking bones was like, I was like, oh god damn. He was like, and you hear, and you see the arm like he's dragging a person by the arm, like, oh my god.
That whole scene, you know what I thought of? Me when I didn't get my tax return and everybody's asking for bills. I'm like, I said, fuck all of these niggas.
Shit.
Right. Well, I'm done.
I got one honorable mention, and it's only because it's another nostalgia, and it's the first Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh, you ain't lying though.
Right on.
Yep.
Because the fight scene with Reptile and fucking Liu Kang was on point, yo.
Scorpion and Johnny Cage.
That one too.
Did you know?
Shang Tsung and Liu Kang.
Yeah.
Did you know that if it wasn't for Robin Shaw, who is Liu Kang, we would have only had 3 fights in that movie?
It's true.
He did
right?
he did the second part of the Scorpion fight, and he did the Reptile fight that he threw in there because they're like, for a Mortal Kombat movie, there's not that many fights. That was like the same problem that people had with the Street Fighter movie. Yeah. So Mortal Kombat was like, nah, we ain't fucking up like that. Let's go do this shit. Boom, boom, boom. And my man came out here with his Vietnamese auntie haircut, and he started beating the shit out of fucking Reptile.
I got to give praise to Darth Maul himself because he was in that movie.
Ray Park, yes, he was.
Mm-hmm. He
Bray
was
Park.
he was Reptile, wasn't he?
I don't know. Gotta
I think
look
it was
it up.
Reptile. Yeah, I think it was Reptile.
But you know who else was in there? Hakeem the Machine
Team.
Austin
Yeah.
from WMAC Masters.
Yup.
Yep.
Hardcore Henry was good, and I lost a lot of stock money from these motherfuckers
I haven't
at
seen that
GoPro.
movie.
It was a nice first person
It was
led
good.
movie. It was very good,
I
but I
think
was
I might
mad that stock didn't go up and make me a millionaire. Thanks a lot, GoPro. You fucks. the, the stock is now $4 a share.
Ouch.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I guess we Gucci.
We can call it.
Yeah, we gonna call it. Shout out to my boy David Chen. We weren't able to get him this time. He had a little bit more on his workload. He had to head on back to the jurors from New York, and that's never easy. I wish him much success. We'll see him on another episode. Can't wait to interview a man in the industry, the action genre. But until then, if you love the content we provide to you, and you know you do, feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment. Find us on the interwebs. Find us on our Instagram at official True Story Bro. Also find us on our Twitter at official_TSBP. Also find us on our Twitch at twitch.tv/official True Story Bro for when
And
we be
also,
on the gaming. Also, what happened?
and also, thank you for all the Twitch people who came in and viewed us, even if it was for a brief moment. Right now, at this moment, we got about 150 people viewing us. So thank you guys. It's pretty cool.
Thank you, 150 people.
That's cool. Yeah. Thank you.
And once this man
Appreciate
gets it together, you're gonna go to twitch.tv/hero roundhouse 84 where you can challenge him to Mario Kart, you can challenge him to fighting game, you can challenge him to a sports game, whatever. He'll be there, first person shooter. Be the first person to shoot this motherfucker online because we love him so, and he'll love
You'll
to play
try
the
it.
game with you.
It ain't gonna work.
Exactly, ain't gonna work. Let it work and send me a copy. I wanna laugh.
He's like, you will try.
I love you. And don't forget to tune in to Saturday Night Nightmare at the IG for Saturday Night Nightmare. No S. For your
Just
IG
Mayor.
horror. Yeah, like John Mayer. You're going to join our boy Echo Niagara. Man has a nickname today known as Noah Opinion. And of course, his wonderful fiance, Crimson Adams, because her name doesn't change like these fools. And I appreciate that. And don't forget to check out.
No, you just changed my goddamn name, you fucking fart.
That is correct. You should say it first. Say it right or say the price. Don't forget to check out their YouTube channel because they have Jump Ship at www.youtube.com at Saturday Night Nightmare and check out all your horror needs. Once again, when you're at home, at a con, or just on the run, if you want a tasty, delicious beverage made by veterans in all New Jersey, make sure you go to www.drinkwildbills.com. Use our promo code True Story Bro for 10% off. That's not 5, that's another 5 on top of that. % off. Use that promo code True Story Bro and get 10% off. Remember, Wild Bill Soda. No bull, just bills. Enjoy it. A frosty beverage for you all. Don't forget to go to our merch and buy our faces. And this man's laughing because he knows I'm going to say the address exactly how it's written. So for those who want to get our merchandise, and we know you do, there'll be more designs to come. But feel free to enjoy the stuff we have right now. Go to true-story-bro.creator-spring.com.
He did it faster this time without fucking up.
That's right. I did. I took some liquid IV. Highlight your boy. Give me a sponsorship. We love that shit. It keeps me awake when I wish to go sleepy. And of course, because it's not there, because it's not there, we have to also put it up there for our boys Roundhouse. And the man has no nickname, but he'll have a nickname that day. For all your wrestling needs and enjoyment, tune into your boys at Bros at Ringside. So anything you want to see that has to do with the wrestling industry or any upcoming wrestling shenanigans, these men will lead the way with their many guests on what's happening on the wrestling front. Thank you, gentlemen. Yeah. Did you just make that and just put that up like
Yep.
Bros at Ringside? I fucking love you and hate you at the same time. That's like getting your tax return money. Be like, yeah, I got it. Now it's gone. Fuck you.
Oh, I know that pain.
Oh.
Oof.
My shit was gone as soon as I got it. But yeah, lastly and surely, echo this damn shit.
Yo, I deserved that one just now.
We love you, homie. But yeah, thanks again for tuning in. Don't be bitches, make us famous. Like our boy Redbeard says all the time. We love you. We miss you, homie. And anything else, guys? Well, that's it.
No, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, but bye.